hello, and welcome to Respect.
Man.
Yes, honey, this is the San Francisco International Hip Hop Dance Fest yearly podcast. We do it every week leading up to the big event each November when our 27th annual San Francisco International Hip Hop Dance Fest. My name is Micaya, and this is my fantastic co-host, Brandy Beazley.
What's up, y'all? 27 years.
27
Oh my gosh.
years.
You're going to be making some t-shirts again soon. Some 30 years t-shirts. 30.
I was thinking about that because I made them 20. I made them 10, 20, and I guess I got to make them 30. But you know what we write? It's a little inappropriate.
A little, but it's still cool.
You're not going to tell everybody? Oh, you brought it up and now you like got it on you.
No, I just said it. 30 years, bitches. 30 years.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what we've been saying since 10 years, bitches, 20 years, bitches, 30 years, bitches. And it's all in good fun. Don't take any offense, anybody. Come on. It's just like, shoot, nobody has really done what we've done for as long as we've done it. And we've had to learn from scratch how to do it because we didn't really have anyone to follow in the same way that we do what we do. And that is honoring hip-hop dance artists as professionals and trying to treat them as such, as artists. Boom.
That's right. Pay the artists, put them up in a hotel, feed them yummy food, just put them up on that pedestal. Yes.
Massage.
Yes.
Yeah. So the news of the year is that Micaya Presents is now a nonprofit.
Yes.
And it houses, of course, the San Francisco International Hip Hop Dance Fest, Mission in the Mix, Know Yourself, the Underground, all the things that we do throughout the year, including any other dance art services that your heart could ever desire, from choreography to world-class dancers, classes, everything. So it's been a lot of work, but we're excited about it. And it will now, if you, the public, are interested in sending us any donations, and 100% will now go to us instead of another percentage going to our fiscal sponsor, who was a nonprofit. And we would get most of the donation, but now we will get all of the donation, which is great because we do good things with the funds that we do get. For real.
For real.
Yeah. Also, September 21st, if you're in the Bay Area, go to check us out at the Underground. Go to sfhiphopdancefest.com and find out about this fun party that we have. There's going to be so many performances, including some turfers, including popper. I mean, and we have prizes. Oh, and you're going to do the auction, huh?
That's right. I'm going to get on the mic and get some money for some great prizes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do you know any of the prizes?
Oh, yes. I just, a massage from a wonderful massage therapist who I just got a massage from. Yes. Right. That's the one I know for sure. And
who is this?
It's with Faye.
Oh, I got a massage from Faye also not too long ago. It's
right?
nice. Yeah, it was. I got the CBD oil.
Yes. I fell asleep on the table. It was great.
We have, I think, the Symphony, and I think we have Pier 39, and maybe the Opera. We've got the Sky Flying, or what is that called?
Ooh,
Sky Zone, skydiving, some food things. We always have fun prizes. So come on through. You will never feel like you don't have a friend when you come to the Underground, because we're really inviting and loving, and it should be that way. That's what community is about, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's September 21st in Oakland at a place that you will find out once you make reservations. for the underground. It's in the afternoon on a Sunday. You can bring your kids and
Perfect.
you can win some prizes. And then the San Francisco International Hip Hop Dance Fest is November 8th and 9th. Tickets are on sale now, and you can go get them at sfhiphopdancefest.com. And they're going to go fast. There's only three shows Saturday the 8th at 7 p.m., and two shows on Sunday, November 9th. So snatch them up because this is an iconic, legendary show, as all of you know.
That's right. Get your tickets. Come see us. Come give me a hug.
For real. All right. Well, we have somebody from It Feels Like Our Family
Yes.
as our guest today. So
Yes.
please introduce him.
I'm so excited. Yes, we have Navid Rezvani, who is recognized as one of Norway's leading dancers and performing artists, celebrated for his dynamic fusion of hip hop, breaking, and theatrical storytelling. With more than 25 years of stage experience, he's built a multifaceted career as both a dancer and actor, performing across a wide range of genres from classical opera to contemporary street culture. His work has taken him to prominent stages in Norway and around the world, and his collaborations with renowned choreographers and directors have consistently pushed artistic boundaries, earning him acclaim both internationally and nationally. Born in Iran and raised in Norway, Rezvani draws from a dual cultural heritage that deeply informs his artistic voice. Through his art, he bridges cultural divides, honoring both his roots and his adopted homeland with nuance and authenticity. And beyond the stage, Rezvani is a passionate advocate for youth empowerment and social change. Through candid storytelling and expressive movement, he addresses themes of identity, integration, and resilience, connecting with young people on a profound level. He continues to push boundaries, and his mission is clear: to dance not only to express, but to unite.
Mm.
Mm, mm, mm. Yes, welcome, welcome, Navid.
I'm Navid.
What
Woo!
is going on, guys?
It's so
Hey.
great to have you.
So
Yes,
nice to be here with you guys and Micaya family, and a person that I'm truly, truly grateful to have as somebody that I could say or call family, and somebody that I look up to in the world of hip hop as a community builder. And it's so wonderful to connect again. And Brandy, what is up,
it's
girl?
so good to see you. I'm so excited to have you back this year. Oh my gosh, tear that
Thank you,
stage
Me
up.
too.
guys. Oh, super kind
I'm
of you guys.
curious
Thank you.
though, when you applied to perform, you changed your name to Son of Iran instead of B-Boy Spaghetti. Can you tell us about that?
Absolutely. I mean, I guess most of us who's been in the scene, in the hip hop scene, and truly lived the culture itself for what it really stands for, we come to a point where we face ourselves in a mirror, and we dig back in time, and we say, okay, this is why I started doing hip hop. This is what drew me into it. But where am I today? What does this mean to me? And is there a sense of rebirth in me that kind of wants to repolish and bring out the more refined version of myself through what hip hop has done to my life and the connections that it's built? And I guess in a world today with everything that is happening and our strong sense of awareness as hip hop soldiers has given me that kind of awareness that, having a birthland of Iran and all that people are going through today, let's use this beautiful bridge of hip hop and use it for something more than just myself. And that is standing up for the voices of my people back home in my birthland, and especially the women who have genuinely shown me what it takes to bring a change and a positive revolution. So I call it the Son of Iran because I guess everybody, man, woman, that lives their values and loves their countries are sons and daughters of their countries and birthlands. And I hope that I could be one from my birthland as well.
I respect that completely. And it's all about just, going into the next place, evolving. And that's okay. So do you use B-Boy Spaghetti still any, because I see it in your name on your Zoom, or is that just a thing you're
So
famous?
yeah, so I mean, it is a part of who I am. It will always be a part of me, and I can't recognize myself or have an identity without my past. But it was a platform for me to kind of maybe come to the next phase, as you mentioned, evolve to the next person, keeping that identity as well. So I guess it's like Clark Kent, having the Clark Kent and the Superman inside. So I keep both, and I vibe with both of them. Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. I am really feeling how you talked about us being hip hop soldiers.
Mm,
I mean, I feel like that is so spot on because I don't
mm,
think we ever interview anyone or even come across any dance companies who do not feel like they are doing this for community, um, to lift people up, to right, just to just continue carrying us forward, right, through all the things that happen, all the ups and downs. Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Word
True.
up.
Tell us about that. Actually, I know you have a lot of message for people, but especially young people. And I could just feel it inside of you that you want to share. So
Mm, mm,
tell us what is inspiring you most that you feel like you must share with us and with
mm.
young people.
Yeah. Well. First of all, I mean, connecting to you guys who are based in the States, it's such a very strong. Connection for me. I grew up in a country where we were, as children, we were taught and to preach and chant death to America. And that is a very political propaganda, strong message that they are forcing on youth and kids. So we kind of grew up with an external force shaping and building us and kind of stripping us from the inner voice that is so powerful and has a very strong place in the universe, because we're soulful people. And that kind of messed my identity and threw me off a path where I was meant to go. Fast forwarding through many, many years, and I am a teenager, and I grew up, and I ended up in Norway, where a country where I had the freedom to be who I could have been from the very start, and seeing the kids around me living a life where they chose whatever they wanted to for themselves. It was kind of like I woke up slowly, slowly. Like, what is it that I've been living in this bubble of propaganda in so many ways? And and hip hop, when that hit me, it kind of reminded me that there is something inside me that I have not been listening to. It's like this muscle, this heart that beats and is alive and it's speaking, and I have not nurtured it. So that's why I cannot hear it. It's giving signals, but because I have kind of put a lock on it, I have not been able to hear it. So probably my strongest message is that cliche they always talk about, listen to that inner voice. But once you truly believe in it and you live it and you nurture it, like training your biceps when you go to the gym, gradually, and you try, you push, you try, you nurture, and it starts speaking to you. And I guess it's the strongest way of knowing what you're meant to be in this beautiful, great world. And that is probably my strongest message, where I want to just say, I am where I am because I learned to listen to the inner voice. Yeah.
And because of that, you're a living inspiration. And
I'm
so
honored.
we all can look at that and say, okay, we need that as humans, right, Brandy? I mean, we need to
Absolutely.
see someone who's living it and breathing it to inspire us to do the same.
Right. To listen to our inner voice and turn it, and this is why people come to see this show, right?
Mm,
Right. There it is. You see the
mm,
poster? Yes. This is why
Word.
people.
Oh my gosh, man. That was, my gosh, man. So many beautiful flashbacks sitting in a car with Micaya and Jordy. They drove me in the street and I saw this incredible flyer up in San Francisco with my big nose on it on a freeze upside down. It was a moment where, yeah, man, Micaya, I'm so grateful, girl.
That was the year that we did a billboard.
That
And
is
we
so
had
true.
one billboard in San Francisco. It was on Polk and somewhere, Bush, I don't remember, but we just sat there and we'd just have lunch and look at it because we were so
My
proud. And
gosh,
we
man.
even had it on the like Muni signs and the
Yes.
Subways and
and that
yeah.
kind of thing, trying to do it. This was right before pandemic, but yeah, it was a
Right.
beautiful poster.
Wow.
Yeah, so you're performing this year again.
I cannot believe that I'm coming back to the Palace of Fine Arts, San Francisco. Oh,
That's
I'm looking
right.
so forward to this. Yeah.
Mm,
Coming back. What are
mm.
you doing for us? What are you going to perform?
So, this little introduction that I gave right now about Iran and all that kind of was leading to this. Of course, I don't want to say the whole thing, but it is in the direction of my message of going back to the roots, my birthland, and following this movement of woman life freedom, which we saw after the pandemics, where Iranian women rised up, little girls in schools rised up, women in the streets took their hair covers off that were forced on them, and they just said, "Shoot me, and I'll still stand." And that shaked me because I spent a life being afraid of speaking out to the Islamic Republic. I was chained within, but seeing these women stand up like that, courageous, fearless, it broke something and it freed me from these chains, and they have been a strong inspiration to me ever since. And now I feel like I owe it to the women in Iran, as I don't live there, to stand up and amplify their voices. So when I'm coming up to you guys, I'm gonna do my very best to be a good ambassador for them, as I try to project what it took for them to stand up, and that they cannot do this without the world standing by them. And it's a powerful feminist movement. And in America, I know they're incredibly strong feminists who stand up for their rights. And I would love to just bring this message out to them and tell them that, ladies, Iranian women need your support. And I hope that you could hear them and stand by them and remember that you guys are one together. And if I could manage that with the help of Micaya bringing me to the stage, yeah, yes, mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting goosebumps and
Oh
the
wow, you
feels.
guys are
Yes.
good.
Yes. I'm so excited to see this. Yes.
Thank
My
you.
Brandy is my emotional co-host. And it's already episode 1 and I could already feel her. I already feel you through Zoom. I can feel you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love you so much.
I love you. Oh my God.
Wow,
Yes.
you
She's
guys are
already,
awesome.
yeah, I'm, up here and she's down here. Not that I don't feel, but like I don't show it to
Mm.
people this as easily. But yeah, how you do that as an artist, all the stuff that you just said is truly kind of godlike, because there's a way of having activism and then there's a way of transforming it into art. Can you talk about that?
Yes, you are right, Micaiah. It's been a journey. I'm also a very rebellious kid, especially when I got to like understand the power of my own voice. I became very rebellious, and whether it was like shaving my hair off or dyeing my hair in all sorts of colors, wearing all sorts of crazy looking clothing just to rebel, and that feeling kind of grew in me more and more. But it also got the best of me at many points because it also brought out aggression, anger, and feeling of payback and all that, you know. So it didn't always do all the good in me, but it had to form and shape me at some point and somehow. And it's kind of like a development like that in the art world as well. You bring out a message, it might come out too strong, too weak, too much of this and that, but till you can polish it and kind of make it reach out to as many as possible, I think that is where the magic is. And that is kind of what I've been working on. How can I speak in a way that I don't segregate some people, reach out to some and not reach out to the others, but use the opportunity given to me to speak to as many as possible. Because you know, hip hop has this beauty that catches the attention of young, old, boy, girl, gender, whatever. You can bring everybody into the world of hip hop, but it also has a formula. And to understand how to use this beautiful art form without it being pointing fingers, without it being angry, but but activating emotions, it's been a long journey. And I see today a lot, Micaya, whether it's through the war or whether it's through whatever is going on in the world, people are angry at each other to bring out that message. You know, they're fighting each other to prove their point. And I noticed that it doesn't do good. It keeps segregating. Even though they have a point, it still hurts people. And I'm wondering, how can I reach out with this art with a message that could be appealing, but also pushing some people away? How can I speak to everybody? And that is kind of what I'm working on to bring to the States, a message that I could unite. And that means using the body language in a way that I could be appealing to as many as possible. So yeah, that is kind of what I'm working on right now. I got a few more months to go, and I'm gonna also try it out in different places, like a work in progress, before I bring it to you guys, so that I could kind of get feedbacks on, because it is important. No matter how good you think you are, you got to also sit back and dare to be criticized in order to form and shape it to the best version of you. So I will try to get some help on that as well from the outside, and follow this journey till the 8th and 9th of November.
Yes. Well, so Navid is performing a solo at the SF International Hip Hop Dance Fest, and out of all the performers, he's the only soloist this year. He's
Wow.
a b-boy, and just for the people that don't know what is a b-boy, can you explain just a little background of what that is and some of the history?
Definitely, definitely. I mean, we're all right. Let's just flip back to a year. If you guys remember, the Olympics in Paris brought in a new sports form from the streets called breaking. And breaking, being born in New York in the Bronx, working its way from the streets, from the voice of the Afro Americans and Latin Americans to the biggest professional sports stages, itself was an incredible journey. And that represented a B-boy or a B-girl. That means a break boy or a break girl, a boy or girl that dances to the break of the song, where there are no lyrics, just like the rhythm of the drums going totally off and getting it all funky. And the closest thing I could tell you to that is James Brown. You know, just listen to James Brown and imagine a B-boy, a B-girl just dancing off to that. That is the best definition of a breaker, a boy or girl rocking to the funk and getting down to the sound of James Brown. Anyway, so that has kind of shaped and formed itself and brought in dance forms from all over the world. You could say from kung fu, from gymnastics, and brought into the funk music with a blueprint that was given to us by the originators from the Bronx in New York, and has been evolved and shaped itself to a wonderful art form that also, I think, in my opinion, San Francisco Hip Hop Dance Fest has been super smart in bringing unique people from all over the world to showcase what this art form is and what capacity it has to express itself. So shout outs to Micaya.
Yeah, it really is the appropriate place, I always say, is to put it at the Palace of Fine Arts.
My
And
God.
anyone who's ever been recognizes that, oh, this is maybe not what I expected when I thought of a hip hop dance festival, but there are artists all over the world, you know, intentionalizing pieces of art that
Right.
are worthy of, the awe that you would see of any piece of art that is just really sophisticated. And
Word.
these artists are, honed in their craft. I mean, let's talk
Absolutely.
about that. Like
Yes.
when you were here last, you would get to the theater so early just to get your body ready.
My
More than
gosh, you
I do
remember
that too in class, but
that.
like I honor that so much. Can you tell people about what that is and why it's important?
Mm, mm. You know, as hip hop artists, we are self-taught. We're self-taught, and of course, today we have a lot of schools. When I say schools, I'm not talking about the evening courses where they're workshops, but they're real schools where they kind of like educate you and give you a degree within the art form. But you know, we from my generation and what Mikai also knows very well, we learned hip hop and breaking from crash to create. You know, we didn't have all the access of all the Instagram with the fast info within 1 minute. We had to fall and learn, and that made us strong and kind of rough and gave us a very unique underground style. But it also kind of started messing with our bodies, where the joints and the muscles and the tendons were getting beat up, and they were kind of going towards injuries and bigger like what's it called, degeneration, where we would not understand what we were doing to ourselves. So I got into some heavy surgeries. Now I've had my fifth shoulder surgery a year ago, and knee surgeries. But you know, I guess it's that fall down 7 times and stand up 8. But each time you become a bit more smarter, you mature more, and I've learned that if I want to do this as long as I can, then I have to nurture it well, whether it's from what I'm eating, how I train, and how I get myself ready to take myself to the max pulse. And if I'm going to go out on San Francisco Dance Fest and give my 100%, then I need to be 100% ready for it. And ready means warm up, do everything that it takes, because that audience that are paying those tickets, they're coming there giving the trust to the artist, and I have to honor that trust by giving my very best to them and to people that fly me out there, and that is the whole organization. So yeah, I feel like that. I give back to the people that give me trust, and I deliver my 100% as an artist. So I try to do the best that I can as long as I do this, to be at my best to perform.
Yes, Brandy girl, he would come in and like start stretching and everything before anybody else would be there. And I said, that is dedication, the way
I believe it.
we
Yes.
old school people understand.
I'm
Thank you
telling
so
you.
much.
These young
Stretching
kids, they
every
don't
day
even
just to
warm
get
up.
through the day.
Yeah, I'm telling you, these young kids, they are incredibly technical, but I get sometimes worried about the fact that they might not know what could come when they push their bodies to such heavy extent without kind of being a bit more consistent in the mobility, stretching, and strengthening work before that as well.
A lot
But
of kid
yeah,
teachers, they're young teachers, they don't warm their students up.
unfortunately,
And
sometimes we struggle with that.
that's
But
a
yeah.
horror in my world, because I have longevity, because I'm like 95 years old right now.
Mine is how many?
Oh my gosh. You know what? The audience actually listening to this don't know a big secret. Let me tell you guys something. When they say 27th year of San Francisco Hip Hop Dance Fest, the truth is It's because Micaya is 27 years old, and that is why it's called the 27th year. So every year, Micaya ages 1 year, and this year she's 27 years old.
Oh, I started it when I was born, huh? Okay.
That's right.
That's what's up.
Came out with a
The
DanceFest
truth is out.
I was born with it. No, for real, I don't feel 27, and I'm glad about that because I feel like I didn't know who I was back then. But
I hear you.
I definitely don't feel my age, and that is because I do my work. I do my work. I go and really work on my body. Obviously, I still teach. I still choreograph.
My gosh, heck yeah, you do.
It's real proactive, you know, and physically and mentally and spiritually and everything. I mean, you can get help, but you got to do your work, people.
That's so true. You know, sometimes, Brandy, I'm on Facebook and I see like these updates. Micaya teaching class, Micaya doing this, Micaya doing that. I'm like, girl, look at this. And a lot of people are like, oh, over 40 now. I got a retiring age and dancing. I put it away a long time ago. I had these back pains. I'm like, come on. That's just like what the outside external forces are telling us about what we're supposed to be or when we're supposed to be done. Look at people like Micaya. And this
inspiring people.
Right?
I do need more recovery time than I used to.
I understand.
I definitely do. There's some days where I just need to recover, and I'm try not to get mad at myself because I'm like, I'm supposed to be at the gym. Nope. My body says, you're going to chill today.
Yeah, we got to listen as well, of course.
Okay.
Word. But that's what it takes, you know, that's what it takes to keep us going. And the point is to do it as much as we can, as much as we feel for it. And we need to have people that go in front and do it for us to believe that it's possible. I had to see others, you know, I saw people like Wiggs, Mr. Wiggles. I saw people like Buddha Stretch. I saw people like Storm. I mean, these guys are still at it. I mean, and these guys are pioneers and still at it. So it's possible. As you say, you got to listen. You got to listen to the body, nurture it when it's needed. But you could go on as long as you want to. And that's the magic of dancing, you know? Yeah.
It is. Keep it moving or you lose it. Wait, move it. What does it say? Use it or don't, or you
use it or lose it.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, everyone. I need you all to come through and see this solo that Navid, son of Iran, has created especially for the 27th annual San Francisco International Hip Hop Dance Fest. It's an act of joy and resistance and celebration of his homeland. It is B-boy mixed with some of his heritage. It is going to be absolutely breathtaking.
Wow, thank you.
Physical, and you have to experience it for yourself. He's going to be sharing the stage with dancers from Brussels, from the Netherlands, from North Carolina, and the Bay Area. So there are going to be iconic dancers coming, as always, from everywhere. Get your tickets at sfhiphopdancefest.com. I want to thank Brandy, of course, for being my co-host, and thank you so much, Navid, for blessing us and giving us your time.
It's been such a pleasure. Thank you very much for having me. I can't wait to get there. To you guys, a big hug from out here. To you, Micaya, to you, Brandy, and to the whole team. And November, see you guys in San Fran.
We'll see you then. And everyone, please take care. And until we'll see you, much love and much
respect.
Respect. Bye.